A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
We've not seen this person before?
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take it easy, Izzy. Take it easy, Iggy.
We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy.
You didn't hurt nobody.
Anybody.
Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me? You...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-headed, scarfy-necked, fur ball.
Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you?
A friend.
An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make a little gnat? Oh, how about you make like a gnat and buzz off?
Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait, do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that.
Look, pal, we're just trying to find a way out of here. You gotta help us. You gonna help us or not?
Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are.
Alright, that does it. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Oh, is it a guy? I thought it was a lady. Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Looks like a little girl. Come here. I'm not amending the voice.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepoint? Or we teleported to some alternate universe? Or this is just some cool experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful.
Just give it to us straight.
So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines.
both grew up here. But the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible! It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so. Unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably.
You're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely.
But why?
Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could...
He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simple head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6. The Source.
The source.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle.
What a brilliant narrative. Like, this is a fantastic story. I am, like, on the edge of my seat. This is amazing. There's so many layers. This just must have been a huge effort. I know, it really must have been.
Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies.
I remember that. We're on a completely different branch of the story.
The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest.
Yes. So Perennial Harvest also moved everyone out of town for a week while they cleaned up the groundwater. Who's to say that they didn't just rebuild Beacon Pines? Perennial Harvest are behind this.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks.
What a brilliant story.
The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
It's his dad's favourite tree. They couldn't have replicated that, right?
His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
Your this time, I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favourite spot in the world. Our favourite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh.
Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy.
Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We can't hide.
$259K. Fall-off distance is still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Why is he moving like that? Weirdo. What if we find out that neither of his parents are dead?
Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
That rare sideways moonwalk?
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me.
Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey!
Who's any of this helping?
What?
Sitting here in the snow, crying like a pushover? Who you helping?
Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. Look at Van Horn. You're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass,
I should stand up for myself.
hell yeah! Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right?
Not mention something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest.
Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to that precious source, wouldn't it?
What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for challenge.
I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this. Locate the source. I feel like we're almost at the end of the game, but also I feel like we've got so much more to do. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help is on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Oh, shucks, now that's hurt my feelings. Screw that guy.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like this. Where should we go? Where should we go? This way? No, we can't go that way. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. Why did you bury it under a tree? Oh, that's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yup. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But, like I said, these are some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop. I prefer to think of it as incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Floppy French fries. This story is gripping. Gripping is the word for it. Captivating. Brilliant word. It's amazing. It's amazing. They must have put so much work into this. Have you finished it? Roller got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. When it came back from later, they were gone. You could be a great audio storyteller. First time I've seen it in gameplay. This is honestly amazing. Yeah, same. The fact that you can go back and change things blew my mind. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's such a different thing. Like, do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. I always get the words mixed up. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? Also, it's a great gameplay for a stream because you can keep talking to yourself but tell a story. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Like, I get so engrossed in this that I don't even really talk to chat very much. You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right, where can we go? Ooh. Alright. It's just absolutely brilliant. I think this is probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes.
But I knew, like, when I played the demo, I was like, this is just brilliant. I need to have this game.
Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
You might have to get it. Yeah, definitely do get it. It released last week, so definitely do check it out. And if you don't want any spoilers, then I mean, this is quite late game now, so you know. Whoa! I can see why they wanted us to move out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. I think this is the source. Oh, yeah. This is the source? It's a dang hole! How do we smash a hole? Oh, no. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
Really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge?
Oh, heavens no! My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us. You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way.
Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey.
The point is, we all play a part in our lives. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for the curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight.
Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you.
Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking?
Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable.
Joke's on you! Regret is one of my specialities. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole?
Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I am an exceptional liar.
That is far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool!
Call off your guns.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down.
What? Like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Ooh.
Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Oh my god!
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
What the fuck?
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How? What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening.
If you do that, the kite bots will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself.
If he lets go, we both die.
I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it.
Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually just do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Dum-dum, dum-dum.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
We got a charm. We haven't had a charm in ages.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Can't just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too.
Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend.
Yes, you are.
Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr.
Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies.
I can't.
It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This game. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy.
Luca, you should really step back.
What?
Quickly. Curious. But of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives.
Not until you tell me what just happened.
Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway.
How?
Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between the matter and time itself.
so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade.
So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks make the hole freeze over?
That's one way of putting it, yes.
Even though it's supposed to be sad, the do-do-do-do-do of the characters speaking makes you feel like laughing. Oy.
As dumb luck would have it, fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
It'll take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again.
If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping?
I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us some precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait.
Wait for what?
You.
Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horen, you are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west.
Holy shit. I mean, do we leave it there or do we carry on? Ay, ay, ay. I think, shall we continue? Cliffhanger, I know, right? What a cliffhanger to leave it on. No, I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry on.
Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
Let's carry on.
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in...
Shall we end it there? Let's end it there. Let's end it there. That's a great place to end it. Oh my god. To be continued in... Ooh. I'm gonna leave it there. What a great place to leave it.
Beacon pines, pines harder.
What?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.